Hello peeps, how you doing? It's your favourite fashion influencer here. That's what one of my brothers called me. We do have a bit of a family tradition of sarcasm, but hey. Where am I? North Macedonia, on the edge of Skopje, the capital. When I say the edge, there's a rather affluent housing estate going by the cars and the state of the blocks. Over there you can see double-decker buses, and they've got bendy buses. So that's the grid. That's the things that moves people around the grid. And that's the edge of the grid. I don't know if you can see behind me. Snow on the mountains. Have I lost my microphone? No, there it is. I don't know how much of that you kept or lost or what. Week 12. 12 weeks in. Sat at the edge of the grid. Wow. And it's that midweek. I didn't do one last Saturday because it was height of the commercial season. And we're at what we call, what one of my brothers called it? Middlemus. That bit between Christmas and New Year on the Gregorian calendar. Between the commercial festival and the Gregorian New Year. Middlemus. I kept getting texts off EE saying, due to the pandemic, we're not going to induce roaming charges. I thought, oh great, wonderful, smashing, great. As soon as I crossed into North Macedonia, they cut me off and said £6 diddly squat for 150 megs a day, whether I use it or not. So I'll go and find a SIM tomorrow. Mind you, I am enjoying the solitude. Wrote a lot of poetry. But I am missing contact with good friends and loved ones. But yeah, I'm not sure what's going to happen when I leave here and start heading towards the Albanian border. There's some big old dogs wandering around. But whether I've got to buy again there, I don't know. I got 15 days of insurance in North Macedonia. Cost me £100. If you do come here, you need a green card and you need to make sure it covers you. There's tolls on the motorway. It's not a lot of money, but €4. And then you go 20 clicks down the road and there's another toll booth and there's another €4. But I only did 2 stretches of that. The state of the roads, as soon as you get off the main roads, deteriorates rapidly. I mean, instantly. Yeah, really quite shocking. And the difference between North Macedonia and the capital is marked. You just feel like you're coming into an affluential area. They've got littering in the countryside at an industrial scale. It's horrendous. I haven't seen hardly any litter in the city. I haven't gone deep into it, but I don't know if I'm going to or what. Skirt round. Not sure what to do yet. I'm trying to find if there's any other van lifers in the city on the European Van Life group for tomorrow night, but lack of data makes that a little bit difficult. I'm struggling, I got to admit, financially. I'm doing this on too tight a budget. I've put a begging letter out to some friends and family to see if I can borrow some money. I think Bill's starter motor, talking about Bill, you see Bill over there? Can't get up. Bill's starter motor is starting to play up. I think I'm going to need another new battery. I've already done one. Didn't seem to solve the problem. I couldn't start 2 mornings later. My thingy isn't working today. I'm going to turn this off and start again. No, I'm good. Yeah, the starter motor's starting to whine every now and again, which well, these dogs have got tags in their ears. I think I'm going to need a second new battery. I think the cold's just playing havoc with them. And I fitted a new battery when I was in Sofia. Stayed on a place there, €15 a night. Fitted the new battery, changed out what I thought was a bad battery, but I changed out the wrong battery, twin battery transit system. So I don't know if I knackered the new battery because it was trying to prop up the knackered battery, and then, but anyway, I've got the 2 better batteries in there at the moment. If I fail to start another time, I'm going to have to buy another battery. I'm going to have to think about a starter motor. Don't know how much that's going to cost to supply and fit. I could do it myself, but it means parking up for some 2 days to do it, and then I might pack it up. Anyway, I sent out some begging letters, but my state pension kicks in March. Yeah, I'm that old. Wouldn't believe it, would you? So anything I borrow I'll be able to pay back in the summer. Yeah, but anyway, a little story about one of my early trips to Romania. When I went up to the Moldavian border a couple of weeks ago, a month ago or whatever, at the Ukrainian border in North Romania, we'd been up there before just to see what was there and what could be delivered when I was doing the reconnaissance stuff. And we saw this village. Well, we didn't see a village, we saw 2 glistening spires sticking out of the forest. Brand spanking new looking things. So we thought, oh, what's there, let's go and have a look. So we went down this dirt road and then pulled into this village, and I don't think they'd seen a motor car. I don't think they'd knew that communism had come, blighted their lives for 30 odd years and gone again. Maybe they just noticed they got a bit more money left over and the state wasn't coming and collecting it, so they brought shiny new spires for their church. But these people, we drove through this village, just a rock, bumpy road. You would have trouble getting a horse and cart around it. And they came out of the houses and they were looking over their fences, and it was like, ooh, we are not going to get stuck or broke down here. So we drove around the village, smiled, waved and left. But up that part of Romania, your affluence is shown by your gate to your house, to your garden, to your compound, and some of them are just absolutely beautiful. In another area we went to, your affluence is shown by your pots and pans, and you have a tree in the garden and you hang your pots and pans on it saying, look, we're quite rich, we've got lots of pots and pans. Beautiful, but strange. Now it's just shown by your satellite dishes and your BMW. Yeah. It goes around, but that was Romania last time. And now I'm country 10. I don't know if I count Greece because I did have to go across the border to turn around and come out again because they weren't going to let me in without my vaccine was too old. I don't know. So maybe this is 10.1. I don't know, whatever. Bit of poetry now. I made myself a cup of coffee before I go. I'm sat under a little wooden gazebo and I made myself a cup of coffee, and it's a lovely mug for drinking coffee out of. But it doesn't keep it hot for long. Cold coffee. Right, I've got a couple that I've written in the last few days. What I wrote. I didn't put anything out on Saturday because I thought if you've got any sense, you're going to be watching reruns of Indiana Jones, and I hear they dug out an unshown or a lost Morecambe and Wise. I don't know if anybody saw it was any good. Okay, poetry. Litter is bitter, plastic is elastic. It will return with a twing and taste of sin to kill many a thing. It will be our great sin to the birds and the bats and the bears and the bees. If we don't sort it, it will bring generations to their knees. So great science, great grid, see the problem that must be got rid. Don't look away as you make your day pay, because if you do, your children, your children's children, forever and a day, will woo the day, the grid, and the grid that looked away. Looked the other way. It's alright, I just can't read my own writing sometimes. So this is a seasonal one. As we reach the end of another Gregorian year and the past sits heavy, try not to let it knock you down a gear. If you need to drown old pain, remember it swims. The chemicals make it stronger. When it regains its space in your brain, it'll last longer. Spring is to come, nature's new life. I hope you aim to have no strife. And this is one of the ones that I won't put up, I won't write up, because if you know who it is, you know I sent it to you. Always. The path she came, on others great shame, now moved to shed from the way led, sorts ahead to find new thread, makes new nest to give place to become her best, and her soul to rest, where spirit will transpire to take even higher, new world aspire. I hope you're all keeping well. I hope you have a good Gregorian New Year. I don't know what I'm going to do. Maybe if I was find some van lifers, I'll just sit here and see if there's any parties going on. I don't know. I just avoid it. Yeah. You look after yourself, peeps. Stay well. And Dave, get well soon, mate. Don't give it a Donna. Good luck, all.